Just when you think 2024 is cooling down and coming to an end, Kendrick surprise drops a freaking album out of nowhere. Just when you think that there can't be a bigger rap beef of all time, really. Like I don't even think it's that crazy to say that the Drake versus Kendrick, the Big Three beef, rivaled what Tupac and Biggie had going on back in the day. It rivaled what Jay-Z and Nas had going on back in the day. I don't even think it's a crazy thing to say that rivals that giant of a beef. And on the very first song on Kendrick's album, he brings up Lil Wayne, talking about how he may have disappointed Lil Wayne with his hard work, basically saying that he feels like he should get more respect from Lil Wayne, which is kind of a crazy statement. It's a brag rap song, so I sort of get where he's coming from. I'm sure if Kendrick was actually asked that in an interview or in person or something, he would be a bit more humble and reasonable with his statement. But he basically said like he deserves more respect than he's getting, right? Which is definitely true, but to say that to a legend like Lil Wayne could be perceived as just complete disrespect. And it seems like Wayne may have taken it that way, because Wayne goes on to tweet, "Man, WTF I do. I be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed. On me, love." So basically he's like, let's chill out with this Wayne slander. Starting to feel disrespected. He's starting to feel some type of way about all this motion that's been going on ever since, he got stiffed on the New Orleans Super Bowl performance. And he took that like a gentleman. He took that like the humble man he is, because Wayne is humble, super humble, considering he's one of the greatest rappers of all time. There is no dispute there. He is one of the great. And so in my normal fashion, I figure let's go check out the Lil Wayne subreddit first, because I know they're all going to be popping off about this potential beef between Kendrick and Wayne. And then after that, we'll pop over to the Kendrick subreddit. We'll probably just see a bunch of love about the album, because it's a tremendous album. But yeah, so we're gonna pop over to the Wayne subreddit, and then we'll pop over to the Kendrick. So let's do it. Yo, yeah, this guy shouting out the Back on the Road with Cordae. Yeah, Lil Wayne has some dope verses on Cordae's album. You can tell he really messes with Cordae. Oh, and here we go. Seems like a slight from Kendrick, not talking about the Super Bowl line. Used to bump Carter 3, held my rolly chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Whatever though, call me crazy, everybody questionable. Quite frankly, claim they're artists, but they outdated, old-ass flows, trying to convince me that they favorite. This not for lyricists. I swear it's not the sentiments. A double entendre. I want y'all to feel this. So this guy's trying to act like this whole thing is about Wayne, which I don't feel like this second half is explicitly at Wayne. I think that's just at everybody in general, whether it be Drake or I guess Snoop Dogg, because apparently, as Kendrick said, Snoop Dogg posted Tailor Made, and Kendrick felt some type of way about that, obviously, which is crazy because you would think the Snoop wouldn't be defending Drake. He's a West Coast guy, but oh yeah, here's the full quote. Saying that only Nas is the one that congratulated him. That is crazy to me if everybody is salty about it. That is insane. Yo, I mean, it's not, you can't debate it. It's so true. Oh, yep. And then there's the Lil Wayne response tweet, basically saying, if you want it, I got it. Like, I don't know what would happen. In the world that Lil Wayne responds to Kendrick, like literally it would be the most insane thing to happen to hip hop in a long, like literally it would automatically leapfrog the Drake versus Kendrick beef. Like Wayne and Kendrick would go out sad, yo. Like I don't even think anyone would win there. I think that's just, they're tearing each other down. I'm so here for it, though. I'll be honest. If Wayne drops a diss tomorrow, oh my gosh, I would freaking... Honestly, yeah, okay, so I didn't really see a ton of... I guess they're not talking about it too much on the Lil Wayne subreddit. I'm not seeing a ton of activity about it. They really just kind of referenced Kendrick's verse and kept it moving. Referenced Lil Wayne's tweet and kept it moving. There's not really a ton on the Wayne subreddit. I thought they'd be sweating. But so let's hop over to Kendrick's subreddit real quick, and we'll just scroll down. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of love for the album. Yeah, this subreddit has been super active. I'm scrolling down, and it's like 5 hours ago, and I've already scrolled down like 3 pages. Let's see this dude's theory about the Heart Part 6. Everyone knows a Heart song generally shows up before an album. They also seem to share a theme with the album, with the Pop-Out's inclusion of all members of Black Hippie and Heart Part 6 talking about Black Hippie's past and how Kendrick was the reason it didn't work out, and that he needs to put put in the work to keep his friendship strong. Maybe the album it's paving the way for a Black Hippie album. TDE already announced their involvement with Compton Christmas Concert and Toy Drive. Kendrick's Squabble Up video has the Compton Christmas Parade banner. So if this is what's coming, maybe we'll see a single release around that time. I swear every Kendrick album is met with the fans being like, so this is a double album, right? It's kind of hilarious. I also think I want this more than Nation or GNX2, so maybe it's just a wishful thinking on my part. That's a fun thought. Okay, yeah, so maybe we'll see, a Black Hippie album. Yeah, okay, so it seems like a lot of people are riding with this theory that we're going to get another album around Christmas time. Yeah, okay, so Kendrick, this guy's talking about how Kendrick isn't even selling physical copies of this album. So if he outsells Tyler, it's like a crazy number of streams more. Tyler fans probably buy a lot of his physical stuff just because of how his branding works. They would love to. Kendrick, mustard. Yeah, fact. I've listened to this album probably like 4 times now. It keeps getting better.
Pocket watching, you must be the police.
Let the Party Die was so fire. Ooh, that's a sick reference. I like that. That's a sick reference if that's what it is. Oh?
Gloria, the last track on his new album, GNX. Not a track about his lady, but it's a love letter to Dot's pen. And it's cool all the different ways that he talks about his pen, but still leads us to believe that he's talking about his woman. Like when she caught a body and wiggled through that sentence. Or how her favorite movie is The Notebook. But my favorite bar is when he says, so jealous, hated when I hit the club to get some bitches. Wrote them off, rather see me hit the church and get religious. Okay, so why is it my favorite? It's because Kendrick uses this line to reference his wackest song ever. His words, not mine.
What's your wackest song?
My wackest song, y'all probably can look it over YouTube too. It's called Bitch, I'm in the Club. Y'all need to play that on the station. They gonna do that?
Bitch, I'm in the club. Tell me what's good.
So Bitch, I'm in the Club was off of his 2009 mixtape C4. That's back when he was still going by K-Dot. Bitch, I'm in the club. Hate it when I hit the club to get some bitches. You see how that connects? But the cool part and the flip is, wrote them off, rather see me hit the church and get religious. Because just the transition from those 2 lines illustrates Kendrick's growth as a writer. Take a song like Faith.
All right, this is a dope deep dive. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I love that. That's a dope deep dive on that song. When you've been a chill guy for too long, can't handle the disrespect from everyone anymore, so you stop letting anything slide. I didn't expect to see this collide. The Kendrick in this meme. Well, okay, the Kendrick and Drake double standard. I don't understand the confusion. Yes, I think it's pretty obvious there's a double standard between these two. However, pointing out isn't the gotcha that you think it is. Kendrick delves into the depth of the human experience in a way that Drake is incapable of. Drake talks a lot about heartbreak and betrayal, both very real emotions the audiences relate to, of course, but that hardly compares to the depth that Kendrick goes into. Drake doesn't illustrate to us the humiliations of poverty, for example, the trauma of street violence, inferiority complex, and self-hatred a lot of people have and struggle with. The 2 artists have double standards because one artist has dedicated multiple bodies of work talking about the trials and tribulations of these experiences. The other doesn't, and that's okay. I personally don't want Drake to speak on these things. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough, though. Oh, wow. So he decided to reference Kendrick. That's sick. That's sick. I feel like a lot of these pro-Drake people are populating these conversations are incapable, at least publicly, of seeing the world beyond themselves. Drake doesn't demand that of his audience, though, again, that's perfectly fine. We as listeners shouldn't have to be subjected to pain and introspection every time we play something, but Kendrick doesn't do that in his music. He demands his listeners to employ empathy. He is constantly channeling the voice of people who didn't make it and the voices who have been forgotten or overshadowed. This is a fundamental difference in these 2 artists' approach in the genre. Wow, okay, this is a really deep dive into this, but I like it. I love it. Me analyzing GNX convinced it's a teaser for a bigger project. I'm insane. Yeah. Seems like that's what a lot of this subreddit is about at the moment. Yup.
Bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Hard.
Turn his TV off.
Oh, here we go. I love this guy. Oh, I deserve it all. I deserve it all. Wow, yeah, that's a beautiful depiction, honestly, of that song. Wow, that's pretty sick. Squabble Up, Kendrick is aiming for #1 debut on Hot 100. Be his third #1 of 2024, the most of any artist. That's sick. That's sick. I really think that the third verse on Reincarnated is going to be the central theme of this next Kendrick arc. It's aligning with everything that happened since Like That. It's a villain arc. The villain actually used his power for good. It feels different from a hero. Dexter, yeah, the anti-hero kind of thing. I'm just spitballing, but everybody said Mr. Morale is dead. Maybe somebody with a little more biblical knowledge than myself would. That's a hard concept, yeah. He's the devil now. Canada is real quiet right now. AT&T, why? Oh, crap. This guy's making associations. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Yeah, honestly, people aren't talking about Lil Wayne as much as I thought they would in the Kendrick subreddit, but it kind of makes sense, right? Like, it's a touchy topic. I'm not sure if Kendrick is going to come out as all that cool if from this guise of what happened to Lil Wayne. Disrespecting Lil Wayne isn't fun for anyone that cares about hip-hop, you know? But anyways, I just thought I'd make this video to talk about what exactly is going on lately with all this hip-hop stuff. And I fucking love every single one of y'all, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video, okay? Doses.
You know, Mork, I think you're beginning to grow.
Well, sir, I don't know how much value I have in this universe, but I do know that I made a few people happier than they would have been without me. And as long as I know that, I'm as rich as I ever need to be. So I'll catch you on the rebound, your magnitude. Until next week, Nanu, Nanu.